1-1 count. Runners on first and second. Here comes Stills. That one is up and away. 2-1 is the count. As we continue to deal with our technical difficulties, as nothing seems to be wanting to cooperate. Count is 1-2 to Pena, as the runner on first base is Garrett after a walk, foul ball to the right. We'll still do 1-2. So there's runners on first and second. Stills trying to get himself out of this. Is that he got the first 2 out strikeouts, and then White and Garrett reached on a single and walk. 1-2, 2 down. Here we go. Can still get out of this inning with no runs across the board. His team up 2, pitch. And it's a hard shot in the right over the head of Mathies. Roman Kuntz playing the ball down the line. He picks up the baseball. He's going to throw it back in, but a run will score for the Panthers. And going up to third base is Garrett. It's 2-1 now after a great swing in the bat from Nico Pena as he laces one down the line. He picks up an RBI, and the lead has been cut in half. It's now 2-1.
Yeah, this is a rare string together of hits and walks for Rex Stills. You don't see too many guys walk across home plate when he's on the mound.
No, it's that .69 ERA and just 1 earned run on the season. The Panthers have gotten to him here in the third. And Stills misses outside. And, man, it just seems as though that Stills is just going to cruise right on through this third inning after getting the first 2 strikeouts. But he's really been having a hard time locating and attacking the strike zone. It's in on the hands, popped up behind home plate. Deal takes his mask off, and he will make the play just right of home plate and end the inning. We go to the bottom of the third with a score now 2-1 after a run was scored by the Crestwood Panthers. And you're watching Corndogs Baseball on the Corndogs Broadcasting Network. Bottom of the third inning, Corndogs up by 1 run after the Crestwood Panthers battled in the top of this inning and drove in a run on a base hit into right field. And let's start recognizing some of our proud sponsors for this season. With Backcourt Bar and Beverage Services can handle every type of event from venues to weddings to indoor and outdoor parties. Visit bcbarcatering.com and let us start planning the perfect event for you. That's BC Bar Catering. And Colonial Life is a proud partner of the Lake County Corndogs. Keep on expecting. Life is anything but expected, including our approach to employee benefits. Visit coloniallife.com to learn more today. That's coloniallife.com. And Crown Antique Mall is also a proud partner of the Lake County Corndogs. We offer a unique mix of antiques and collectibles. Visit crownantiquemall.net to view a list of our upcoming market dates. That's crownantiquemall.net. And the Corndogs had a meet and greet back on Saturday at Crown Antique Mall, and the players had a great time. We had a great time as the media team was invited to attend some of the festivities going on there. And I have to say, I was really impressed with everyone that was there, the turnout they had, how many autographs the Corndogs were signing. They seemed like they were celebrities. Noble hits one on the ground and foul, just wide of the bag. But not only was that really exciting, the dunk tank was exciting, and we guys also got to talk to the owner of Crown Antique Mall. And you can check out the video of that meet and greet on YouTube at Lake County Corndogs. Donovan Noble goes fishing for a changeup. Won't come up with anything. And he's behind in the count 0-2. He struck out swinging in his last at-bat against Schosberger. And the Macron player of the game from yesterday's game is in trouble of striking out for a second time. 0-2 from Cook. And swing and a miss right through it. was Donovan Noble. There's the 4th strikeout for Jay Cook and the first out in this inning. And Cook has faced 5 hitters, and he struck out 4 of them. The only thing that's been done against him was a single into right from Colin Small.
It's almost like the Panthers manager knows something we don't with that pitching change.
Called for a strike there to start that bat. Yeah, it was quite shocking because Schosberger looked confident in the bottom of the first. Next pitch is down low, 1-1. And it was interesting because we thought maybe Schosberger was going to go deep into the game. We were going to have battle of pitcher of the weeks, ground ball foul, 1-2, of Stills and Schosberger. And if you like a pitcher's duel, you'd like the matchup going into the game. But 1 inning from Schosberger, he's out. Cook's in. Cook's looked really good thus far as he rocks and fires. And it's hit into left field. But a great play by Connor Janik, falling into foul territory, robbing Mathies of a hit. That'll go down as a line out to third, and that's the second out as Janik makes a good play for his right-hander. Roman Kuntz will now come up after his RBI single in his last at-bat.
That's what it's all about, especially here in the Northern League with the pitch count up there on the back of the field. I don't think viewers are able to see it, but keeping it low and keeping yourself efficient.
Roman Kuntz swings at a changeup, 0-1.
It seems like these off-speed pitches today are really being the bane of the existence of the Corndogs, as they're not seeing it well and swinging at everything.
Roman Kuntz hits one on the ground, and it'll go foul. And you're right, it just seems that the Corndogs are having a hard time locating these breaking balls. Donovan Noble saw one pitch drop right down the middle, and he just swung right underneath a breaking ball. 0-2 offering, and Roman Kuntz is down on strikeouts. That is now 5 for Jay Cook. He has looked really good through 2 innings of work. We'll go to the 4th inning, and when we come back, Noel Ferry will be on the call as you're watching the Corndogs on the Corndogs Broadcasting Network.
Welcome back to Legacy Field. Looks like technology is being a bit more stable now. As a result, Dining Solutions at Wicker Park is the answer to your catering needs. Whether you have 50 or 400 guests, we can accommodate any type of occasion. Call us today at 219-923-3830 and let us help customize your next special event. Also, Diversified Marketing Strategies is a full-service marketing agency that specializes in all forms of media and advertising. Are you ready to start a project with DMS? Visit us at thinkdiversified.com. Also, Great Lakes Sport Hub is the official training facility of the Lake County Corndogs. They are not just another dome. Rex still on the mound for the Lake County Corndogs, facing Connor Janik. Here comes the first. That's too high. And like Andrew and I were talking about earlier, it looked like it was going to be a bit of a pitcher's duel, but now it really is looking like a pitcher's duel here as Cook was able to collect 5 strikeouts already in 2 innings. That one up high and in to Janik for ball 2. Here comes the 2-0. That one's crushed into right, but Kuntz is back and makes the out. quickly retires one for Stills. And he's glad to see that, as that was a tough end of the third inning for Stills, as he got his 2 outs very quickly off 2 strikeouts, his first 2 of the day, and then could not get rid of those final hitters as the Panthers were able to grab a run off of him. Very rare occurrence for Stills. Deal still behind the plate with Aiden Wright up to bat. Here comes the first to him. That's up too high. Deal's done a great job today at keeping all the pitches that Stills is throwing in front of him. A couple have been down in the dirt. It's allowed for all base runners to stay put. So that one's fouled off hard to the right by Aiden Wright. There's those names that you say where you find yourself saying the same thing 2 times in a row, where I say Rex Stills is still pitching for the Corndogs and Aiden Wright hits it to the right. It's kind of confusing. So that one's popped up, foul off to the right, not going to be playable. It's good to be back up here at Legacy Field after a bit of a road trip, back indoors at least in our booth here. So we've been facing a decent amount of heat warnings recently here in Northwest Indiana, not something that you see too often. 1-2. That one's hit to third, right to Carter Sakamoto. He throws to first and gets the out. It's a great throw by Sakamoto there, right on target to Brett Mattheis at first. 5-3 put out. Mattheis didn't even really have to jump up to make a play there at all, which a couple times have cost Corndogs a few outs.
I thought the most interesting part about that, Noel, is that Sakamoto played that like a catcher. He squatted, backhanded it, and then gunned it like it was over the second base from behind the backstop.
Stick to what you're good at. Stick to what you know. Here comes the first pitch to Hilbrick. That's outside. Sakamoto over at third today for the first time this season. That one's inside and low, ball 2. We're seeing these interesting lineups day by day now with Donovan Noble in center. He hasn't played there before. Don't believe Cal Curiel's seen left field yet, so 3 players in positions that they're not necessarily used to today. Here's the 2-0. Same spot, down and inside, 3-0. So far it's working out for the Corndogs as Sakamoto has shown that he's very capable of making those difficult throws. 3-0 here, hitter-friendly count. 2 outs, Rex Stills delivers. Strike 1 called. Hilbrick thought he had a free trip to first there, but that just clipped inside. That was a good take there from Hilbrick, the 3-1. And that one misses inside. About 4 pitches in the same spot from Stills, and Stills has his hands up in the air wondering how that one was a ball and the previous one was a strike, as they appear to be in pretty similar spots. But Hilbrick is over there on first regardless. Alex Loss up to bat for the Panthers. Once again, Stills able to collect 2 quick outs, but now a runner on first. First pitch to Loss. And he goes on that one. Strike 1 called. Two down. Here comes the pitch. Another checked swing. Did not go on that one. That's 1-1. Stills keeping an eye on Hilbrick over at first. Here comes the 1-1. That one's catches left side of the strike zone for strike 2. 1-2. The wind died down just a bit. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Stills retires the Panthers on his 4th strikeout of the day. We will be back at the bottom of the 4th inning after this. Welcome back to Legacy Fields. 2-1 the score here. Lake County Corndogs on top of the Crestwood Panthers in their first matchup of the year. And here's a friendly reminder that Horizon Bank is a proud partner of the Lake County Corndogs. We provide online conveniences that support innovative solutions for your personal, commercial, and mortgage banking needs, as well as wealth and investment services. Visit horizonbank.com to learn more today. Tyler Schultz up to bat for the Lake County Corndogs. 0 for 1 on the day. And that's strike one called. Dropped ball by Aiden Wright. 0-1. Over these past 7 days, like we were saying, Donovan Nanfeld has been playing great as that's one fouled straight back by Schultz. But his PNW partner in crime, Tyler Schultz, who's at the plate right now, also has been tearing it up over the past 7 days as he's batting .400. So that duo, Corndogs are getting a lot out of these PNW guys. That one's hit into center field. That one's going to go right into the hands of Alex Loss. And Schultz is retired in 3 pitches. That brings up Doug Loden, power hitter for the Corndogs. And with this wind dying down just a bit, still blowing in from right field, potentially can see something go far, but earlier when we were standing getting off the question of the day to the players, it was almost like we were standing in a wind tunnel. Cook delivers to Loden. That one, strike one called. A couple of late calls from the ump here. It's difficult to know exactly what he's going to do, so you got to wait for the late reaction. The 0-1, another big swing and a miss from Loden. It's a similar start to the game yesterday where the Corndogs were able to grab 2 out of the first inning. Lead was cut in half by the opposing team, and then we saw the Corndogs eventually take off, winning the game by 5 runs. The 0-2, that one hits Loden in his right calf. Headed over to first. There's the first really big mistake that we've seen from Cook so far. He's been pretty collected and thrown a great game.
Now batting for the Corndogs, number 22.
He's been able to collect